Dennis here. Let's talk for a minute about life insurance. Perhaps the number one question that clients ask me is how much should I get? Right? Might be a new parent or a new working professional or someone who's just finally reached that age where they want to get their will done and they're just ready to plan. And they always want to know what's the dollar amount. Well, traditionally, an insurance agent will typically tell you whatever you earn in a year, you multiply it by 10, and that should be adequate. But frankly, that's not always enough, and sometimes it's more than you really need. So, what I like to tell people is let's first think about what we're trying to accomplish with a life policy, right? Who are you leaving it for? What expenses are going to be incurred between now and then? And of course, you got to look at your budget, right? So let's just take a simple example to break that down real quick. Let's just assume that you're a working professional, and let's just say, for example, well, that's a smaller marker than I thought. Let's go to here. Let's say, just for an example, that your salary for a year is 50,000, just to make it simple. A traditional agent historically might tell you that you want 10 years worth, which would be 500. Okay, so let's leave it there for a moment. Now let's say you're an individual making that, okay, and you have some debts. Maybe you have a mortgage, 150,000. Maybe you have a car or two. We'll just say 25,000. And then let's say in your absence, there's things you would like this insurance to cover besides your debt, okay? Clearly, you'll have some final expenses. It could easily be a burial of such. It could be 5, maybe 10,000, maybe more, okay? You may have someone in the family you want to provide an education for. Maybe you want to set some money aside in the sense at the time of need that would provide for college expenses. It can easily be 50 plus. You see where I'm going with this? And then you get to the point of you're no longer there to provide the income. So you have to ask yourself more about the dollar amount, but more about the time. What length of time of income do you want to make sure is there as part of your estate planning to provide a cushion? Is it 2 years income, 3 years, perhaps 5? But you can see the difference here between just saying your income times 10, okay? That seems like an awful lot of money. However, if you have debts and you want to leave money for folks to perhaps live off of or take care of them for a period of time, this may not be enough. Or if you don't have debts, this might be more than you actually need. And this is why it's very important that before you just go and have an arbitrary dollar amount or an arbitrary amount that you want to spend on your premium and let the dollars determine it, it's really important to have a conversation with an agent, a broker, preferably a broker who's not captive, right? Someone that can shop around and find multiple carriers for you and really get something that's adequate for both your needs and your budget. So for that, I recommend giving a call to an agent at C-Suite Insurance. You can certainly talk to someone. There's no charge whatsoever. Of course, you're just going to call and get a free consultation. They'll take the information from you that is relevant and then send them out to the marketplace and find the best, most suitable policy for you and those that rely on you. So call C-Suite Insurance today. And certainly below you can find our website and more details about our agents. Thank you.